What up, chess players and my friends? I thought about making a video about how the queen can beat the rook in your endgame. You don't expect your opponent to just resign if they have a rook. They're gonna keep fighting. So what to do now? Okay, so here's the simple strategy. A lot of players don't know it. So this is just a random position. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the king in front of the opponent king, right? This is what's going to happen. And if, let's say, the queen and the rook, everybody was like far away, right? I'd still be moving the king closer, right? Until it faces the opponent king. So let's cut it short and let's start from this position. Okay, king f5. And now, the rook will move. Let's say, for example, rook to c7. Okay, queen b6 attacking the rook. So now we're attacking the rook. We expect the rook to go back close to the opponent king. The opponent will have to play the rook close to the king because if they go, let's say, anywhere, right, you always can make forks. Let's say you go here, you attack this and this, you win the rook. And if he goes here, you just, you go here, check, and you win the rook. So the rook will never go far from the king. So the rook goes here, and now you play this key move. This is very important. It's counterintuitive. What will come to mind to me to play would be something like this. Queen check, I don't know, maybe queen check here, getting close, maybe the king moves, then I go up again with the king, trying to reduce the number of squares where the king can move, but the key move is queen to d8. This is simple. It stops the king from going up, and our king is stopping the king from going down. And obviously the king cannot go on the side with the only square, so this is a zugzwang, because then we will win the rook, and the game very shortly. So this is the position to remember. The rook close to the king, you put the queen in this square diagonal away from the king, cutting off this rank above the king, whilst your king faces the opponent king. And now the king has left no squares. The rook will have to move. But now, let's say, rook e8, okay, check. King moves to the only available square. And now checkmate is unstoppable with this move. And in this position, right, here the engine already realizes that it's checkmate unstoppable. The best move will be rook to e1. So what you're expecting to do here is probably something like queen check and then wait for the opponent king to go to dark square and then win this rook with a fork. But what if that never happens? Okay, let's say queen check, king e8, queen b5 check, king f7. The king never goes on a dark square, meaning that we cannot really fork the rook, right? Okay, well, queen to c4 check. We're approaching the rook. King e8. And now king to f6. This beautiful move is there to stop the king from going to f7. And the queen in c4 stops the only check the our opponent can make. Listen, do you realize how grateful you're going to be when you remember this type of stuff? I recently saw a game between two top-level grandmasters where the player with the queen couldn't checkmate the one with the rook. It was a blitz, so they kind of justified. But if the player that didn't manage to checkmate with the queen had been following Endgame Strategies channel, he would have actually been able to probably win the world championship. So this stuff is actually crucial. All we need to do now is give a check with the queen, and the opponent will be forced to go on a dark square, and we take it from there.